like I said, it sounds a lot worse than it actually was. But that's okay. I'm looking for a... There it is. That's what we're taking. That's what we're taking out. The previous biggest vehicle in the game. They've since added a bigger one, which is Mother's Love. That thing. I like this. Max speed. It's just minimum. It's very slow. You know what's also really funny about this heat, chat? Is there are a few select people, and my mother included, love you, Mom, who have been going on about how excited they are for summer and how much they can't wait for summer. And I've just been sitting there going like, can we just like not have summer, period? Because that just sounds awful. Like, we just skip summer? That'd be great. And everybody's just so excited for fucking summer, and I'm just like, but like, what if we just didn't have summer? What if we just had like more fall? And then people are like, but like, summer is great. And I'm just like, but how about no? Your family hates summer? I don't know. Everybody here is always so excited for summer. It's like springtime is the best season. Spring and fall are the best seasons by a long shot because it's like, oh, it's chill, it's cool, it's relaxing, it's nice, it's pleasant. It's not super goddamn hot. I don't want to die all the time. I was over the heat and humidity before it started like 2 weeks ago. When it was heating up, I was already done with it. It's like, can't. That's all I have to say is just can't. Just fucking can't. Anyway, this is what we're doing. Closed Casket Special. One of the 2 achievements I have left on this game. It's 39 maps. So this is beat every single map and every single mission in the game without dying. I have really big, really slow tank that drive through everything. That don't give no fuck. So I hope you guys like the music. Let me know if it's too loud. Because we're gonna be here for a bit. Crunch. So you start off with kind of their, basically freelance maps, where they just kind of like give you random spawns and stuff. But after the freelance maps, then you get to just play through the campaign. So you have to get through the freelance maps while still being in one piece, relatively speaking. Oh, also this vehicle just has a built-in railgun that just fires on its own accord. So stuff's just gonna randomly die that I'm not shooting, which is kind of awesome. If you're tempted to buy the OST, fair enough. I mean, like, I like mech games. So I like vehicle sims. What actually is your type of game, Epion? Oh. Yeah, that railgun that I'm not firing is being fired by just the vehicle itself. That thing. I got no control over that. It just goes off. It's actually kind of frustrating. You like go to shoot something and then it just blows up. You're like, come on, I was shooting that. Oh, also I do have a go faster button, but it's like go moderately faster. How did they all just start standing there? Pew. Pew. Eh. Now you just drown more and more hours into Destiny 2. What is it with roguelike developers in Destiny? It's like both of the Addams brothers played Destiny for a good while. Like everybody who works on Caves of Cud plays Destiny. You play Destiny. I'm trying to think who else. Maybe Destiny's just popular. I don't know. But it's like specifically you're like roguelike developers in Destiny. Where's the exit? Let's just go back the way we came. You know, I have an answer to that question, Audio. I know that it was a question for Epion. The answer is no, because someone said in the general vicinity of me that Rabbids is just Nintendo's Minions, and now is Ubisoft's Minions, and now I hate them because they're literally just fucking minions. I mean, that's how I feel with Heat. It's like, if it wasn't so fucking hot in here, I would totally be doing 2 or 3 more runs of Jupiter Hell. I might actually do more later today if it cools down, but doubtful. There's also a possibility of me just like going to bed and then waking up at 2 o'clock in the morning and doing a 2 a.m. stream. That's also a possibility. I might need to do like a somewhat night shift schedule over the next little bit because I can't tolerate this. I believe I recognize this map. But yeah, no, the reason I like this game so much, even though it doesn't really look like the sort of thing I would be into, is it reminds me of Syndicate. That's the main reason I like this game so much, is like it's a pretty good vehicle sim, but it reminds me of Syndicate. That's the main reason I enjoy this game so much, is purely because it reminds me of Syndicate. More than Satellite Rain did. Satellite Rain just made me sad that nobody else makes Syndicate. Because if this game was like on foot and you were running around, it would just be Syndicate basically. Well, not quite, but it would almost be Syndicate. I'm amazed by how quiet, actually. I can spew propaganda with my horn? Well, that's awesome. I could tell people to evacuate the area with my horn. You know, if I were to give games awards, I'd give an award for the most coherent style. This would probably win hands down. Like, everything just fits in with the game's theme perfectly. Every single piece of this game just fits in perfectly. You really wanted to remake? I'm just gonna say that a roguelike Syndicate would be fucking incredible, but you're probably thinking like actual Syndicate, not a roguelike remake. Something's shooting me and I don't know where it is. Alright, it's dead. Okay. Propagator. I mean, propaganda distributator. Sort of. Goes off stores? What do you mean goes off stores? Syndicate, but with random missions and permadeath. I feel like somebody's probably made that on Steam if you dig enough. There's probably somebody who's made a Syndicate-styled game with permadeath and randomly generated missions. Die. You too. Yeah. I don't know. I really hope that the sequel to this game has randomly generated missions. But you kind of... I don't know. I don't know if they could beat these handmade maps because they're so well laid out. That's the problem. The maps are just so well done in this. I'm also realizing I brought the wrong... I wanted to bring an EMP. Oh well. In fact, I think there is one, and I'm pretty sure it has mostly negative reviews. So, I don't think anybody knows about it. Although this game kinda has permadeath, sort of. Not really. I mean, like, the campaign's level-based, right? But this has more in common with, like, Hotline Miami, though, than a roguelike. I've seen people call it a roguelike, and even the developers are like, what? Because I had their community guy in my chat, and somebody asked if this was a roguelike, and he's like, you've never seen a roguelike then. Nothing about this is like Rogue. Syndicate at least goes off from GOG licensing. I'm not sure if it would be reissued or if there would be a remake that would be slated. No, they did remake it. It was a first-person shooter. That's the thing. EA Games made a Syndicate remake. Alrighty. You do what you gotta do. I'll be on. You might get a stream from me tomorrow if I go nuts enough with this heat. Or like late at night the next morning or something. I have a feeling I might. No, but there's another remake in the making. Is there another remake in the making? Oh. All right. I'll take your word for that. I haven't heard about that, but. Alright. Was the only game in the series you tried as a kid? I've never actually played Syndicate Wars. Like, I got nothing against the idea of trying it. I've just never tried it. So I'm super OP right now, but this vehicle's gonna come in handy in the later levels. It's gonna take us like an hour to get to, mind you. God, I'm so fucking slow. Come over here. That's you. And all of you. And you. And you. And that's everything. At least for that little corner, I think. Ah, there we go. I was able to get that ammo. For a second there, I thought I wouldn't. Yeah, I don't know. If there is another Syndicate game in the making, I haven't heard anything about that, but knowing what they did with the Syndicate franchise, it would probably be a first-person shooter. I do love that this vehicle just drives through everything. So the last closed casket run I did, I died on like the third to last level, so we'll see how we do. But I also wasn't on a vehicle this fat, so... I can't actually remember what vehicle I used last time I tried this. So this will also take me a lot longer just because of how fucking thick this truck is. Although this vehicle wasn't technically playable in the game without mods. And I haven't technically taken any damage yet. Also, Grim Darn It. Welcome to the channel. Hello? Don't need to break that. Let's just kill the garrison. We are well on our way to doing that. Please evacuate the area, because I'm gonna fucking kill all of you. Chat, game's not too loud, is it? It looks kind of loud. That's why I asked. Alright, let's get down to the exit. I like how this vehicle has two speeds. Slow and slightly less slow. You wouldn't say it's too loud? Okay, because it looks a lot louder than I normally have games set to, so. Louder than usual. Should I turn it down, or is it okay? You know what's a game I would love to see that I probably would never play? I would love to see the Blades of the Shogun studio make a game in this kind of dystopian future synthwave theme. Just like a lot of hacking and sneaking around and stealthing from dark alleyway to dark alleyway. This vehicle has two speeds, slow and slightly less slow, but nothing really slows me down. I also apparently have unlimited boost. So I finished 3 of 39. Lurking in the shadows, yeah. Lurking in the shadows and doing some murder. There we go. Not bad. If I were to run out of ammo, that would actually be kind of bad. So I'd best not do that. It's actually scary that I have to like aim down for the little guys that can just like skim around me. You know, it's actually hot enough in here now that I'm getting a headache. That's where we're at this point. Also, I don't know, is Matt still lurking? Because I know he was here earlier. Because he's stated that he's not going to work tomorrow because of the heat. I don't think it should be legal for people to have to work in this kind of heat. Just gonna throw it out there. Like, that should be like a work safety issue. Do I have water? Yeah. It's just really hot, man. Me and my dad yesterday, when we were driving to and from our hike, we made this kind of agreement that we were going to glare menacingly at anybody driving a truck. Because it's their fault. And we were driving a little electric vehicle, so it's not our fault. Because we both agreed that it was too damn hot. But it's also not our fault. Which is, you know, funny, because up until last year, my dad owned a very large truck. Ironically, part of the reason he sold it was because he kept on insisting that he cared about the environment. And then I said, all right, you care about the environment, sell your truck. Something like, literally, I bugged him about it for years. I think like the exact words I said was, sell your truck and buy a Tesla. We split the difference and he got a Nissan Leaf. He says he'll buy a Tesla when he wins the lottery. No, that too. I mean, I know what it actually is. We were just like having fun, you know? It's the huge industrial complexes in the U.S. Honestly, McDonald's is probably causing more damage. It's the industrial complex, it's factory farming, it's a combination of things. It's the amount that we fly places. It's just general wastefulness from our species. That's all it really is. Like, genuinely, like, it's just a lot of bloated wastefulness. And I just feel terrible here because I'm just running my AC all the time right now. It's like, well, I will probably die if I don't. It would be 15 degrees hotter in my apartment if I wasn't running it. It's actually kind of terrifying because, like, I was outside this morning watering my plants, right? And it was 31 degrees outside, Celsius, when I was doing that. And, you know, I had to water my kale, right? I re-watered them a little bit as well when I popped outside on my lunch break. And here's the beauty of it, right? I couldn't actually tell there was water coming, or not water, hot air coming out of my AC. Because it was the same temperature as the air outside. That is fucked up on so many levels. I couldn't tell that there was hot air coming out of my AC because it was the same temperature as the air outside. That is so messed up. Oh yeah, because that's probably what we should do. It was kind of funny, Windatar. Back at the beginning of the pandemic, when that was happening, we were seeing like, oh, skies are blue in Beijing and shit like that. I remember throwing around the idea of like, yo, what if we just did like an annual lockdown for a month? And chat was like, Blind, what are you smoking? And I was like, way too much weed. But that's besides the point. What if we just did this annually? Also, what if we made fast food and factory farming illegal? The problem is very profitable to produce things that damage, that are bad for the environment, society, and bad with branding, etc. I mean, my dad works in a injection molding factory place, right? No, I mean, they'd cease being fat pretty quickly. You'd have a lot of hungry, lazy people who are overworked, is what you'd have. A veggie day once a week in Germany where the general population went haywire just from the idea being thrown out. As somebody who only eats meat once a week, that's hilarious to me, genuinely. Anyway, where was I going with this? I had a thing, but it's hot in here. Because I read the thing that Infinity was talking about. I don't entirely agree with that, Audio, for one specific reason. Beef is not necessary for our survival. It's nice, it's tasty, I like a good burger. Not necessary for our survival as a species. There is, like, to a degree, Audio is not incorrect, but what I will say is that we need to figure out ways of producing same amounts of food cheaper. By cheaper, I mean environmentally cheaper. You know? Like, that's the actual problem. It's like factory farming isn't the issue. It's what we're factory farming. Absolutely, Audio. But you're a fringe case, right? You don't need insulin. I do. You have allergies. So absolutely, we need to have it available, just not at the current rate and speed of production, because it's not sustainable currently and will kill us currently. I need to itch my eyes. When lab-grown meat continues to be cheaper than produce? Oh, absolutely. It's like, come on. No. There you go. I just realized I actually have to pay attention to the game. Okay, there we go. So that's level done. Let's just drive through all of this. Pick you up. Oh, come on. Well, at least I get the shields. Perfect. We're going up for that door up there. That was just a car with a rocket launcher on its roof. But yeah, I hope that you understand to a degree what I'm saying, Audio. It's like I fully understand the issue of like specific dietary needs. People, we have people in Germany eating 2 to 3 kilograms of minced pork as breakfast. Yes. I mean, same with Texas. You admit that was an extreme case, but it is super popular in Germany. It's called construction worked jelly. Huh. That's a little weird. That sounds odd. That sounds oddly delicious, but also weirdly disgusting. Infinity, just reading that. 2 to 3 kilograms of minced pork. Not gonna lie, minced pork, really tasty. 2 to 3 kilograms? I think I would throw up. I don't think I could do that. I mean, it's like a trucker's breakfast here, which is like 4 sausages, 4 pieces of bacon, 4 pancakes, 4 potatoes, 4 pieces of toast. It's basically just like breakfast foods, but 4 of everything. Sometimes a steak. Which is ironic because, like, I don't know, is there any truckers in the chat that are like... Like, how much food do you need in a day? Like, I feel like if you eat that much as a trucker, you're in trouble. I know exactly why it makes you nauseous, too, Axel. Because of the way the camera works. Not something I have issues with. I would be playing Mech Warrior, but Belliner didn't have space for a 4th, so... Please die. Thank you. Uh, 2 to 3 kilograms is 2.5 kilograms more than I eat in a week. Yeah, I mean, if I could just bring a 5th, that'd be great. Sometimes I just need to, like, stop and exhale in this game. The fact that it's this hot in here with the AC on, though, is kind of freaky. Like my mom pointed out yesterday, this is the hottest it's been as long as she's lived here. The previous record was like 2004 or something, and we hit 40 degrees. It's supposed to hit 43. I mean, I like listening to records, but I don't like these kind of records. Just saying. At least we're winning something, you know, new high score. You know, I really hope that the engine upgrades that they're putting into this game right now means the sequel's soonish. Also, the new vehicles look like some of the stuff from the new game. I would really like a new Brigador. So badly. Nah. Kind of needed that, but whatever. Well, that, like, went oddly well. Got all of the dead things. Cleared that hallway out. Alright, we need to get out of here. Where's the nearest exit? There is none. Alright. Driving all the way across the map again then. Like I said, at the very least we're getting new high scores, chat. Also, I don't know. If it sounds like I'm focusing on the food industry so much, the reason my brain automatically goes to the food industry is because that's the industry I worked in for a really long time. So, you know, I think we're all very in tune with whatever our job is / was. So I'm very aware of issues with the food industry, specifically the fast food and restaurant industry, when it comes to sustainability and waste and all that shit, because, you know, I lived it for almost a decade, right? Just like I'm very aware of the wasteful nature of tech-related stuff, right? Food is just my default because that's the thing I know the most. Yes. Yes, Windatar. Yes. Absolutely. It's funny, like, my mom was asking me when and where I bought my AC unit last night, and she was looking it up, and, like, they're just sold out everywhere. I'm like, well, you waited too long. I bought mine 5 years ago? 6 years ago? 6 years ago? 6 years ago. It's like I've had my AC just forever. The problem also is, though, like, some people straight up can't stay indoors right now. One of the guys one dude that we spoke with when we were hiking said that they were at the lake because they don't have air conditioning in their house. And it's like, because, like, I mentioned it earlier, we were, you know, at a very cold lake. Also, every single one of those beaches was breaking the COVID restrictions because there was at least 100 people at each beach. We're not allowed to gather in public places outside in groups bigger than 50 still. So it's like, if we're not allowed to gather in groups bigger than 50, and there's 300 people at each beach, okay, great. Well, the reason they're there is because they can actually cool off at the beach, whereas they can't actually do that in their houses. So it's like, we're in this really weird predicament right now, where it's like, people probably shouldn't be working. Also, the places that people can go to, in some cases, they're straight up not allowed to go to. And there was like BC Hydro security turning people away at the entrances because they were over full. And they're like, yeah, listen, like, gates closed, we're not reopening it until 1. And then this guy's like, listen, I don't have AC at my house. Like, we need to cool down. Which is kind of fucked up when you think about it. Especially, like, some of these people that are living out in the, like, in the more country areas around here, where it's like, oh yeah, no, you live in a house that was built like 80 years ago that's not designed to keep heat out. I don't know. I don't pay attention to that stuff specifically because I can't handle it. So I don't look at what we're doing for our restrictions. I just do my daily work and I don't worry about it too much. If I worried about what our restrictions were, I would die of stress. And I know because I was for a really long time paying attention to that shit. And it was stressing me out more than it was worth keeping up, so I don't pay attention anymore. Even though I'm vaccinated, it's like I'm still just doing exactly the same things that I was before. Not going outside, not seeing other people, just And when I do see other people, it's like in public spaces. It's like, yeah, no, there's no reason. It's just not logical. It's funny, it's like, you know, people come to streams to just get away from shit, and then they tune in and it's just streamer venting. I'm sorry, chat. There was part of me that was real tempted to just like film all of the beaches when I was down there, because I brought the camera, right? I ended up just not, because it's like... There's so many people. It's ridiculous. Blows my mind a little bit. But so I technically haven't actually taken any damage yet, which is pretty good. I need this ammo. Another like issue that I kind of have with talking about restrictions and such is because then someone will pipe up and be like, well, in Sweden we never had restrictions, you should move here. It's like, oh boy. Oh boy. Don't make me rant up that fucking tree. Don't make me rant up that fucking tree. You know, I'd be totally okay with climate change and us destroying our planet if it meant we got real-life mechs. I don't think we're gonna get real-life mechs anytime soon, chat. Should have emergency declaration holidays so that people can look after their family in these types of weather events. I mean, I talked about this the other day, but EA Games is predicting the fucking future with Battlefield. Battlefield 2042. We have real life mechs. No, we don't. We don't have 30-foot tall walking robots, okay? Okay, when you drop me into a world and there's a mad cat right in front of me, I'll believe you. Okay, but I haven't seen any like they're not functional. And don't you fucking tell me that fucking pro wrestling bullshit is real life mechs. That's not real life mechs. Okay, that's like pansy baby shit mechs. Okay, I want real life mechs. When a building walks away, that's a real life mech. Anyway, Battlefield is fucking predicting the future. If you actually look at what Battlefield 2042 is supposedly like actually standing for, it's kind of ridiculous. Because it's just like, yo, so Battlefield 2042 takes place in a near future, in the year 2042, after a massive global climate crisis. And there's only a few cities in the world left that are actually inhabitable because the rest are too fucking hot. No, I know exactly what you're talking about. We don't have real life mechs. I know trust me, I look this shit up all the time. We don't have real life mechs. Not in the way that I want. Okay? We do not have real life mechs. I don't get to take a mech to work. Granted, I wouldn't anyway because I live at home. But like, we don't have real life mechs. Anyway. Also, in theory, you could post a YouTube channel because there is no rule links in this chat. But I will request that you don't, because I know exactly what YouTube channel you're talking about. And no, that's not a real mech. Just like Hades isn't a real roguelike. You laughed? I fell asleep or wanted to fall asleep, so I turned it off and went to bed. So fucking boring. You know what? I could also just time you out for being a smartass, my dude. I'm saying a dumb fucking shit. Just fucking rambling. Aight? I can't deal with your crap, asshole. What more do you want from me? You know what helps? Nothing. Because I'm dead inside. And the planet's falling apart. That's all. Sorry for trying to be funny. And all I get in response is smartassery. This is pathetic, that laughing. Touche. The memes are fucking wonderful. I mean, they were for a minute, and then I saw the same meme again. I was like, oh, we ran out. Tank. No more tank. Checking something. Also what? You should at Epion with that, because I don't know. I'm too tired to figure it out. No, he's here. He's just working. So, post it on his Discord. Oh, that's your helmet armor and your body armor percentages. Because I actually read it. You has pizza? Ooh, what son's that pizza? Meat? Okay. Yawn. I like having one type of meat on a pizza. But if it's just like meat lovers, it's like, I'd rather not eat the pizza. They should rename meat lovers to grease lovers because that's actually what it is. Yeah, and this is why I'm gonna die in a fireball. Although, this is why we're all gonna die. I like ham and pineapple pizza, but I like it even more if you also add banana peppers onto it, like a spicy ham and pineapple pizza, because the banana peppers kind of add to the sweetness and combo really well with it. Mediterranean pizza is my favorite. Mediterranean pizza with banana peppers is even better. Mediterranean pizza with banana peppers and a little bit of ham is even better. Dude, chicken barbecue and jalapeno is an incredible pizza. Just saying. Although literally every pizza in the world is better with banana peppers. Changed my mind. What is a Mediterranean pizza? Like olives, feta, peppers, that kind of thing. Goat cheese if you're fancy. Sometimes some spinach or a green. Tomato, like diced tomato. It's basically take like a Greek salad and put that on a pizza. And that's a Mediterranean pizza. That's what they're called around here. I don't know what they're called outside of around here. I'm okay. I actually like anchovies. I know a lot of people don't. I think anchovies are like kind of underrated. Or an underappreciated thing. Just need to get into a corner where I can actually defend. Alright. Shield got uncomfortably low. We're okay though. I'm not actually sure how. I guess the railgun went off. Like, I'm not sure how I killed those, but I guess I did. Also, Hobo, just to be totally clear, I know we were just talking about, like, food and whatnot. I'm also not blaming anybody. It's more the industry as a whole that's the problem. It's not your consumption that's the problem. If that makes any sense. And also, it's more restaurants that's the issue. And just personal habits, that's the issue. I getcha. Got called away. You didn't miss much. Just me rambling and ranting and grumbling. I don't even want to see that to infinity. So I'll just pass. You're welcome to share it, though. I think it's dead. It disappeared. Must be dead. You need to die. So do you. need to hit R. Where's my exit? Straight forward. Straight line up and go. It is literally just minced pork, yeah. It's just like, yo, here, have half a pig on a plate. I just want to see if this is what I'm thinking of. What I'm thinking it is. Yeah, that is literally what I'm thinking of. Yeah, I've seen other people do that too. In other videos. Not actually German though. People are telling me that there's no playlist for Long Death. There's like 2. What? I'm super confused. Viewer discretion is advised. Yeah, well. Or conquer it? Flatten it. Define free. I mean, it doesn't matter if anybody actually survives. But combination, I guess. Raccoon? You can't help but think it's such a waste. I mean, look at that video of people eating raw meat and then look up a video of people starving in Africa. And decide for yourself what's wrong with the world. Man, that's such a trap right there. Jesus. Just the gas station right there. I almost drove right through it. I mean, this game is beautifully artistic destruction. But yeah, no, we're doing the closed casket special, Raccoon, which is a full run through the entire game. Every single map in the game without dying. Well, every single map from the original release game. They added some more maps since, but... I mean, it's almost like, Matt, all you need is like a decent little game design. And that's about it to make a good video game. By the way, if you guys don't know, it's Maximus is my cousin and he streams video games on Twitch sometimes. You should go watch him. Just saying. Literally gonna go blow those up. I mean, you're not partnered yet, so my job isn't complete. This game's pretty good. All right, where are we going? Up this way, I think. Bash other cultures and shame them. They shouldn't be eating food so wastefully. That is like the exact opposite of how the Japanese consume beef. Where it's like, it's $500 and you get like a 3-ounce steak. Which, believe it or not, is actually a sustainable way to do meat. I actually kind of want to open that video back up just so I can leave a dislike on it. I'm in that kind of mode about that shit. Boom. Also boom. You know, if they ever make a sequel to Factorio, they should make it look like this. Just saying. So happy or not, I mean, here's the thing, you couldn't actually live off of leafy green salads. As somebody who eats leafy green salads a lot, you can't live off of just leafy green salads. You have to put more than just leaves and greens in it. You have to put like chickpeas or beans or something. Or nuts or some sort of thing to get some sort of sustenance out of it. That being said, if you figured out how to live off of nothing but leafy greens, you'd be very skinny. Yeah, you need some kind of protein. You need some kind of protein and some kind of fiber. You can't just live off of leaves and greens. All right, it's mostly blowed up. Or meat by itself that you could use meat in stews or soups. There are so many sustainable ways of consuming meat that's like perfectly reasonable and acceptable for the planet. And then there's so many ways of consuming meat that is so wasteful and fucked. And also just like the number of people that will, I don't know, cook a chicken and then throw out the bones. You know, like you can get like another 3 meals out of that chicken just by boiling it. Also, this isn't against anybody who's in the chat right now. People must hate this conversation because we went from like 70 viewers down to 48 in like 30 minutes. People must hate this conversation. Like, we must be really annoying some people. And I checked earlier to see if like an auto host dropped or something, or if somebody turned their stream on. No, like people just fucking left. I mean, it's not your fault. I'm perpetuating it. It's also partially probably the game. I think it's genuinely hilarious. I just don't care because I'm sweating and it's hot in here. But hey, chat, you're pretty and I like you. Well, here's the thing. They left way like 20 minutes before you posted the link, so it's not even on you. Crunch. Break that. Break that. Let's just clear this and see if I can get that ammo. Can I? There it is. Alright. You got ID'd buying alcohol the other day. I told that lady it's the nicest thing anyone said to you that day. I've stopped getting ID'd. Like, before the pandemic, I used to always get ID'd. I haven't been ID'd since the pandemic. The few times I've bought alcohol. There was, actually that's not totally true. I went to the pub once with a friend, and we got ID'd. But I'm pretty sure it was also that girl's first time working any job ever. Like, it was very much the, I just got trained and I was told I'd get in trouble if I don't ID people, kind of. Like, I'm 18, hi, kind of waitress. Because apparently you can serve alcohol at 18, believe it or not. Masks make you appear younger. No, it's all my fucking gray hair. And the tattoos. I'm sure they help. Take the compliment? No, I've stopped getting ID'd. Oh, you always think it's funny when people get upset when they ask you about ID? I take it this way, right? Initially, people get upset. Like, when they first start drinking or whatever, or buying alcohol or cigarettes or whatever requires ID, initially it sucks getting ID'd all the time. It's like, fuck you, I'm old enough. And then after you stop getting ID'd for like a few years, then it's nice to get ID'd again. I don't like getting ID'd, especially if there's like a line of people behind me, because then I need to fucking empty my pockets and find my ID, and that's frustrating as hell, and I feel like I'm wasting people's time, so I don't really like getting ID'd for that reason, but I don't mind the compliment. If it's like, if it's not busy and there isn't people waiting behind me, I don't care if you ID me. But like, if I'm in a liquor store or something and I'm buying something, or if I'm in the dispensary or whatever, and I'm trying to buy something and there's 4 people waiting behind me, then fucking don't ID me. Come on, I have 3 visible tattoos and a lot of gray hair. Fuck off. Like, I'm old. Just let me have my booze so I can leave. You know? That makes sense? That's kind of my take, I don't know. Good lord, half the map's exploding. I want that shield! You fantasize that you look younger? I look in the mirror and I go, fuck, I look old. Like, whenever I ask people, like, how old I look, like friends or like friends of friends or like friends' sibling or something, they always add 10 years onto my age. Every time without fail, so I know that I look old, and I realize that I look old. Like, before the pandemic, to give you an idea, I was out with a friend who is 15 years older than me, right? He got ID'd. I didn't. So, you know. You look younger than you looked pre-breakup. Wait, what? Why did you de-age when you got broken up with? How does that work? I definitely aged like 10 years. I don't know. The difference between me when I was 22 and the difference between me now is like old man and baby face, so. I'm actually replenishing my shields faster than they can kill me, so that's pretty cool. Although I'm out of ammo now, so that's not cool. They've technically friendly fired each other to death. Alright, I need ammo. It didn't actually do any damage to me, which is brilliant. I think I may have destroyed all the ammo, because I don't see it marked. You started to take care of yourself? Well, that's good. I've become a more myself person since breakup. I actually have noticeable and visible hobbies again. I think I drink less too. Actually, no, I know for a fact I drink less. All right, so very low on ammo. That's a problem. But this is a, whoa! Well, okay. I was gonna say, this is a good area for ammo, so. Just have to be careful with how much I shoot. You just went I read that as I just went hungry, and I was like, what? Maybe I should have eaten 3 sandwiches for lunch. Because of self-inflicted anxiety about going to lunch. Dude, if I had to go to an office, I'd be so fucking stressed. Like, you're fully vaccinated, right? Just confirming. Dude, fuck going to an office, man. Oh, god dang it. The stupid shotgun just, like, destroyed a thing that I kind of needed. Oh, well. Let's just drive through this before it fades. Overshield, which ticks down. No, I completely understand. Like, you know how I was just an absolute mess a couple months ago? Like, anybody who's watched my stream actively a couple months ago will know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about, but there was a good while there where I was just a complete and total fucking basket case. I don't actually know what entirely was causing it, because I'm not really doing anything different now. I mean, I got rid of my therapist and stopped going to therapy. That oddly has helped. I don't understand why. Everybody's like, yo, therapy helps, but I guess I dumped my therapist, but is the one thing I'm really doing differently, but I don't know. I've seen friends a handful of times in the last few weeks now, and I'm doing a lot better because of it. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that, but I know for a fact that therapy helps some people so much. I took so much, I finally just like caved and took people's advice, and they're like, yeah, go to therapy. I had 4 different therapists in 6 weeks. And then I had one that the last one lasted for about a month, and I have since stopped talking to them. It's like, So no, I fully understand the, like, having to do things specifically for mental health reasons. All right. Railgun ho! They're gonna come around the corner and just go straight into a smoke screen. Want that ammo. Got it. See, normally this map is a pain in the dick because you have to, like, spin through all this stuff and can't really drive through it, but I drive through it like it's a fucking hay bale. Look at this. Crunch. Oh yeah, I would like you guys to know that I shed a single tear when I noticed that the count reset last night. The other gun's actually higher up. All right, there's a door up there. Let's take this one. You're very mentally unhealthy. I mean, I'll put it this way. I'm having a healthy mental health week if I'm not suicidal. That's where I'm at these days. It's like, eh. So that's me these days. So that's my idea of a good mental health week. It's been pretty okay recently. Been doing alright. Why is my bot chat not scrolling? Whew. We still haven't gotten to the part where we're playing the actual game yet. You cannot decide what games to play? Have you played Mech Warrior? Way back? Mech Warrior 5 is pretty hype. Although it's better with friends. Although it's on Game Pass, so if you have Game Pass, it's just there. But yeah, that's part of the reason I'm playing this, is because I just point... This, sometimes I just need a chill point and click game, you know this? It's like, point to click things and click on them and they explode. My computer feels like the hot side of my computer is pointed at my leg and I don't feel any heat coming out of it because it's generating so little heat. I actually did the math. I pay $3 a month to keep my computer running in power bills. Replay Space Plan? Don't tempt me. I don't actually own Space Plan on this PC though. Just own it on phones. I played the web version on computer, but probably on sale actually. I don't think you guys actually want to watch me play a clicker though. At that point I might as well just play cookie clicker, you know what I'm saying? Oh no, I said the words, I'm so sorry, hobo. Sort of. I wish I agreed with you. Or more accurately, I just wish that I liked Loop Hero. Because there's so much to like about Loop Hero, but I hate everything about Loop Hero. Like, I'm so jealous of people who enjoyed Loop Hero because I wanna have that kind of fun with with people. But I hated everything about that game. It's just so boring. Let's just grab that ammo and go this way. You know, I'm not saying you shouldn't play The Witcher 3, but I don't know. CD Projekt kind of burned a lot of that goodwill. I'm just saying. We're getting pretty close to halfway. Actually, how many have we done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So this is 17? 17 of 39. Oh boy, this is one of my favorite spaceports in the game. This is actually one of my favorite maps in the game. It's so satisfying because of how dense it is. And another 700 hours using those extended edition mod makes the combat actually interesting. That's such a burn, jeez. You know, today's one of those days where I really just want to download Russian fishing. That's the kind of mood that I'm in right now. Also, I should also like preface all of my complaints with, I realize I am extremely privileged. I'm indoors working during this heat wave. I don't have to be outside, and I do have relatively okay-ish air conditioning that's bringing the temperature down by about 10 to 15 degrees. Just feel like I should probably state that. Like, I realize that I'm in an incredibly lucky situation. I could be a lot worse. You know, also the comment earlier, I think it was Windatar who said about the bucket of ice with a fan on it as AC. Reminds me of a photo I saw on Reddit, and it was just this person in Serbia during a cold spell, and it was just like a gas stove with all of the elements turned on. So every single one of the heating elements turned on a gas stove with just a giant fucking industrial fan next to it. It's like, in Mother Russia, I will not freeze to death. And it's 28 in here, where I'm sitting right now. Pop. When the landlord controls the heat, but the utilities are included, exactly. It's very amusing. Not exactly, you know, good for the longevity of the planet, but Also, Pilot, if I can ask, are you in the office all week this week or just tomorrow? Oh, right, yeah, that's the one impenetrable wall in the game. Pew. I'm sweating in my chair, and my chair is made out of mesh. Axon. Is any shift you have Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday is office, and the rest are at home? Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Ugh. Fair. At least you're able to get a deal worked out in that. Looking for temps for this week, and all you can think about is, oh god, I can't wait for it to cool down and to the low 30s or upper 20s, realizing something in life is horribly wrong when you live in Canada. Yeah, I mean, I always talk about how I complain about temperatures if it's over 19 degrees. If it's above 19 degrees Celsius, it's too hot. We are twice that. Which is like the genuine truth. That's when I start complaining about temperatures. Like, you want to know why I have my camera off? It's because I'm in my underwear. Like, literally the second I turned my camera off after records, I took all of my clothes off. I'm literally sitting here in my boxers because I'm just like, I'm just sitting here, almost naked, fucking sweat. You know, it's funny. Twitch has like the clothing rules where it's like, assuming you're wearing clothes that are appropriate for what you were doing at the time. It's like, well, it's way too fucking hot out. Does that mean naked in like, during a heat wave is acceptable socially? Because fucking hell, it better be. Ay, ay, ay. This is a little sketch. Hey-ya. I need to sit in a bucket of ice, is what you're saying, Axon, I guess. Holy shit. Gun these guys down. Well, at least there's more ammo. Yeah. Yep, I'm gonna go around you, launch that. Yeah, man. Biggest issue I have with this vehicle is it's so fucking slow. It takes forever for me to actually pick up that ammo, to the point where a lot of the ammo that lands on the ground just despawns before I can fucking get to it. It's actually kind of frustrating. All right, we're going back to the door. Is the same sound low of everything as Risk of Raid 2's downgrade sound effect? Yes, you are correct. You are indeed correct. There's this one sound that I hear in like every single video game. It's in it's like a vroom kind of sound. It's in like multiple different Final Fantasy games. It's in the first-person shooter run-based game called Ziggurat that I enjoy. It's in Call of Duty. It's part of the you earned a like kill streak sound. According to my mom and dad, this is the hottest bin out in my part. It's the hottest it's been in my part of town since they moved out here. Yeah, I don't remember it ever being this hot either. Somebody type in exclamation point scream, just to make Matt mad. Just do it. Just somebody, I mean, well, there you go. You got hit in the 6-second cooldown. Hey Matt, we should play a game together tonight. Just let me know what you're streaming. Assuming it's not Factorio, because I can't think. But if it's something on Game Pass, I can just play, whatever it is. Boom. You gotta inform the boss. Just call the boss and be like, I'm not coming in tomorrow. And they'll be like, why? And you'll be like, it's 10 degrees hotter than it should be. And then they'll call you a pansy, and then you'll give them the middle finger, and then you get fired. And then you live the life of being a broke full-time streamer. I mean, what? I'm actually not a broke full-time streamer, but Matt would be. Boom. I love that, like, the animation for the turret moving isn't perfectly smooth. It's like 32 frames or something. Matt's got a significant other to support his bad habits. Ironically, that's what I had too. I don't know if I ever would have been able to make, like, I do talk a lot of smack about my ex, but I don't think I ever would have been able to make it into streaming full-time without my ex. Like, true story, I don't think I would have had the confidence to just be like, all right, I'm quitting my job. I make $600 a month, but I'm quitting my job. Which is about what I was at that point. Now I make, like, on a good month, 1,800-ish. After taxes. Which is still, like, 1,000 under what's considered a livable wage here. But, you know. Ish like fish? I mean, I don't... Is ish like fish? Ish like that. You know what I'm saying? If I was still working fast food, I would have lost my job, actually. To the invisible wage we go. Well, thank you. For the $4, Matt. Somebody one up Matt. Come on, do it. You know you wanna. Thanks, man. Cheers. Trust me, it's livable. I've been doing it for 2 years. But what's considered to be what's considered by the greater public to be a livable wage requires paying rent, paying bills, paying for TV, phone, and everything that's considered necessary, internet, etc., and also owning a car. I don't own a car, so I can get away with a lot more. I'll take a peek after this level. Sorry, lag. Zoom, zoom. Thanks, Axon, for the $5. Cheers, man. I should really update that sound effect to be something else. Literally money sinks you do not need with our public transportation. Pretty much. Also, pilot guy with the $6. Thank you very much for the $6. Boom goes the dynamite. Dynamite? Is that what she said? Did she say dynamite? Boom goes the dynamite. Cheers, man. The old-fashioned way of supporting streamers. Does anybody else remember when big fancy channels had like countdowns from the most recent tip, and they'd like have like a little clock that would start up when a tip came in, and then every single time another tip would come in, the clock would extend by 5 minutes, and it's like, oh, if we keep that clock going for 20 minutes or something, then they'd give a game away. Does anybody else remember when like Co-Carnage and shit were doing that? Like the original, no, not subathons, like the original hype trains. Like subathons are just when you have a timer that ticks down and then adding subs adds to the timer. No, this was like just like a tiny little thing that would pop up in the bottom of a stream that would just be like, hey, somebody subbed in the last 5 minutes, basically, to keep it going. Yeah, literally like on-screen hype trains before Twitch just made hype trains. Cause like I had one of those for a little bit, and then I got rid of it because I thought it was obnoxious, but everybody used to have those. I think like Lyric still has one actually. But thanks for the tips, guys. Cheers. You remember hating streams that did that? I've never liked streams that have a lot of on-screen elements. Like, I remember heavily critiquing somebody who basically doesn't stream anymore, actually, for overly exploiting his audience because he had, like, most recent tipper, most recent tip countdown, and then later most recent bits cheer and most recent sub and most recent follow, all just like on screen at all times. And it was like a third of his channel basically was like his camera, and then just like all of the ways you could give him money and all of his different scoreboards. I remember having this really long conversation with him where I'm like, I don't think that's sustainable. Like, at that point, you're basically exploiting. He's like, I like to thank people. It's like, it's not thanking people. It's tempting other people into doing things they can't afford. And then there's me just, like, challenging chat. Hey, one up Matt. You can do it. But, I don't know. When donations would allow people to voice to talk messages to the stream. Oh, yeah, no, totally. And then Twitch started banning people for it, and everybody got mad. They're like, why are you banning me? I didn't do anything wrong. See, here's the thing. I like random letter spam. If you want to just W the shit out of me, that's really funny to me. I find that stuff hilarious. I actually really like that stuff. But I completely agree with, like, the racist stuff. My favorite thing is when someone does something really tasteless, tactless, racist, or homophobic on Twitch, and then they complain that they got banned. It's always best fucking Schadenfreude. Like that one guy who uploaded an emote that was literally just a naked child running. And then was like, all over Twitter, why did I get banned from Twitch? Ah. It's like, dude, you literally uploaded an emote of a naked child. What do you expect? Yep. Which is why I'm playing the game that I could think of that required the least possible brain. Because my ear is sweating. I do admittedly have pretty big headphones on, but like they're also open back, so they have good ventilation. Meanwhile, I was advised by Twitch to delete 2 of my emotes at one point because they broke terms of service and they didn't want me to get in trouble. Although, shoutouts to my friend who works at Twitch. He's just like, hey, Blind, I got a report from this emote. You might want to delete it. I was like, wait, what? You're afraid you'll scorch your room? Well, I mean, this is just loading in a bunch of PNG files. It's fine. Really? Which one? The @ symbol. It's actually still an emote. It's just on Better Twitch now. It's a hero. The letter A, hero. Which is why I had it as an emote for like, I don't know, a week. $7 from Axon. Cheers, man. That emote. Are you trying to call me a butthole? But like in French? Thanks for the $7, Axon. Cheers. Cheers. Yeah, no, that emote. But yeah, no, it's literally an @ symbol. No, it's not that an @ symbol is forbidden, but individual characters are forbidden. For example, you could make like a letter N emote and then say racial slurs that are banned normally in Twitch chat by default. But like someone could take that and make like, I don't know, ass or something. Like someone could literally just type in butthole in a French accent. You'd have to like actually write it in French. But thank you very much for the $7. Cheers. Here, I'll let her do it again. This is not an extra tip. This is me rerunning it. Boulol. Cheers. But yeah, emotes that are an individual character are considered against terms of service. Yeah. Well, I mean, like, imagine if someone just had a emote that was just like the letter I or the letter F. That's actually was the actual issue, was a lot of people had F emotes that was just the letter F. You know, press F to pay respects, type, like, use F emote to pay respects, right? Literally, that was what it was people would made a bunch of F emotes, and then people would use it to write the word fuck, or rhymes with maggot. So, I mean, it makes sense. But also, I completely agree. Screw the people that makes that necessary. Yep, the internet is why we can't have nice things. But the internet is also why we have nice things. So we should be happy about the things that we do have instead of complaining about the things that we don't have. I mean, the actual benefit is you guys all just get that emote for free. So. Yep. No, you could report and get that person's emote upload. Like if that channel is partnered, Infinity, you could report that emote, and they could because as a Twitch affiliate, if they upload an emote, it takes like 6 days to a week for the emote to get approved. If I upload an emote, I have the emote in 3 minutes because my channel's in good standing, air quotes. If my channel wasn't in good standing, it would upload instantly. Or it wouldn't upload instantly and I'd have to wait. So if I got an emote deleted by Twitch, then it would take 6 months for me to be in good standing again and be able to do that. So I could swap all my emotes out in like a minute, basically. So yeah, if you ever see that, like, you can report them. I mean, maybe don't do that unless you didn't like them. It's just like butt emotes have a very specific rule set that they have to have some sort of pants on. If the butt doesn't have pants on, you can report it. This does include fursona butts. So if someone has like a furry fursona butt emote, you can report it. And I actually did report one and got it banned. It was kind of funny because the person who used to spam it in my chat all the time came in one day and instead of spamming that, spammed a crying emote of the same fursona. And I was like, what's up? And he goes, my butt got replaced with this because it got deleted by Twitch. And I was like, ooh, I think that was probably me. Redbeard, what's up? It's good to see you. I was also just really fucking tired of seeing that ass in my chat. Not the person, just the emote, but. Oh, really, Wild Pig? Okay, I was unaware of that. Initially, it was only a partner thing, but that's actually good that affiliates get that too. Pop. Nyong. Thought the emote terms of service might have changed, but you remember the good standing thing? I mean, here's the thing, right? Because of the good standing rule, Twitch doesn't check any emotes that partners upload, right? So you basically get the benefit of the doubt from Twitch that you're not going to upload anything bad. So I could upload literally anything as a Twitch emote right now. Literally anything. I could just upload a picture of my dick as a Twitch emote. I'm not going to, but I could, right? It's up to somebody to report it and then them to check it to get it deleted. Now I just want to upload an emote that's just the words "my dick," but I'm not gonna do that because that might get some people mad at me anyway. Show XP until next level. Yeah, TNL. That's what that stands for. Till next level. Bottom left above your HP. This is my least favorite map in the game. And it's so boring. Although it's fine in this vehicle because I can just drive through everything here. He just said dick butt accidentally. I mean, why would anybody ever say dick butt accidentally? I meant what I said and I said what I meant. An elephant's faithful 100%. My tank is so top heavy. Don't you say mean things about my tank, okay? My tank is a beautiful bean. All right. Let's just drive through buildings. All right. I need ammunition actually. I think I might just leave. This is also the second largest vehicle in the game, so it makes sense that it's weirdly big. It's also certainly not the most top-heavy. There is significantly more top-heavy vehicles than design-wise. If only this soundtrack on vinyl wasn't fucking $500, Axon. They should repress it yesterday. Ow. Okay, never mind. That wasn't me getting shot. It was just a natural reaction. I need that ammo. Time to drive through suburbia. Crunch. Feeling the house. There we go. Power's down. All right. We're off to the races now. That railgun is ridiculous. All right. I need more ammo, and I don't know where it is. I need more ammo, and I don't know where it is. I mean, that's not totally true. I'm driving towards the markers. I just don't know which one's which. Crunch. That's ammo. Yay. A lot of people could say that, yeah. It's kind of like the top-down mech warrior game. It's kind of like Syndicate. I think it's also like $7 or $8 right now. It's just an extremely good, very replayable game if you like vehicle sims. But it's also not easy at all. It's really hard. You need to die. There you go. Because he'll set the alarm off. I've only had the alarm go off once so far, which is pretty good. Alright, so now I can go to the exit, which is back up where I came from. But yeah, no, Axon, you were talking earlier about this game making you a little motion sick. If you were to play it like this, you wouldn't have the motion sickness issue. But then your field of view is so restricted that good luck actually beating it. Whoopsies. Just tabbed out. So it's like I'm completely aware of what would make people motion sick with this game, but it's also kind of a necessary mechanic if you want to actually be able to play the game. Yeah, Blast Corps is another game that I hear people saying that this reminds them of. I've never played Blast Corps though. I've seen speedruns of it. Alright, so we finished all of the freelance maps, and now we're into the actual hard maps. So, we're halfway through this marathon. I haven't actually taken any damage yet, so that's pretty good. Absolutely, yeah. We hit 39. And then there was one point in the sun where we hit 40. Yeah, it was extremely fucking hot. But it was okay because, like, we were right next to a super fucking cold lake. It's a man-made lake. It's owned by BC Hydro. But it's in a big valley, right? So it kind of shoots the wind through like a big funnel. So it's almost always windy, and the wind is fucking cold. So it was like basically going on a walk with a massive goddamn fan in front of you that was blasting cold air at your face the whole time. And that part was lovely. It's actually the suicide bombers here that I'm worried about. So now we're through the levels with random enemy placements, and we're into the levels with pre-designed enemy placements. Kind of like Air Conditioning Valley, yeah. We also got to go for a swim at one point too, and there was a couple points where we had cold towels, or towels with us because, you know, we stopped for a swim at one point, and we would dunk them periodically into the icy water and then just like stick that on the backs of our necks and then keep walking. See, this is why this game's good. Look at that. Artful flattening and destruction. God, this game is so fucking good. Just remember, chat. This game was a financial and colossal failure for the first 3 years of its release because nobody fucking bought it, and the people who did didn't like it. I don't know what the hell they were smoking. I was one of the few people who bought it and liked it initially. Then they redid the default control scheme to be not tank controls and just like twin stick controls, and the reviews flipped to very positive almost immediately, which is ridiculous. Because like you can't actually beat this game without like using tank controls. Like you can play it and have fun, but it's just not that kind of game. Yeah, basically, Redbeard. It's hotter today, though, and it's going to be hotter tomorrow. But yes, it was bloody hot yesterday. Also, by the way, did anybody here watch that interview that I did with the developer of Soul Ash? I'm just kind of curious if anybody had any trouble with his accent. Because he was asking if I was worried about that being a concern, and I said, not really. YouTube captions are, like, almost on point with him the entire time, too. Which is, I think, really impressive. There was one or two spots where the captions were like just off enough to be funny, but like not off enough to like make it indecipherable, if that makes any sense. All right, that's that done. We can now exit. This is how you can tell that we're out of the freelance maps when it says mission complete. Which is maybe my favorite type font just in a video game, by the way. It's a very good font. His name? Yeah, I feel that way with any like Eastern European last names and first names often. I liked that I got a comment from his wife. (18C)? Dude, 18C is the temperature it's supposed to be here right now. Like 18 to 24 is like what it's supposed to be right here. Like, I can't tell if you're trying to sympathize or if you're bragging. Like, that's t-shirt weather for me. So far, so good. I have this problem where I have a hard time sleeping without a blanket. I don't know if anybody else has that issue, but... And before someone says weighted blanket, no, I'm not spending $500 on a fucking blanket. Pop. Anything with red lights coming out of the front of it is a suicide bomber. Most of the suicide bombers could take out half my health in one hit. Or at least most of my shields. Yeah, see, like, I might need to buy one of those super light cotton meshes. You're a reptile that enjoy it. Well, you're welcome to take it off of us, but you can have your heat back. Because the weather to give you an idea, that hike that I went on yesterday, when we were on the north side of the lake, which is very wild and very forested, mostly old growth forest. When we were in that side of the lake, there's ravens' nests everywhere, right? And I've been on that side of the lake before. Normally ravens are very quiet unless something happens to their young. They're nesting right now. The ravens were all screaming. The reason the ravens are screaming is because their children are dying. Their children are dying because they're dehydrating faster than the parents can give them water. And the ravens are literally cooking in their nests. So if I seem concerned about the heat, that's the main reason why. Like, you want something to feel bad about? There you go. It was hunting. Anything that's an egg is totally screwed, and the babies can't drink water fast enough. because the parents can only water one baby at a time. And if they're in direct sunlight in this temperature, they're just gonna die. Hawk cooked meal for your walk. Yeah, I mean, they are delicious after all. Yeah, absolutely. Just fucking baby raven wings, you know? Just fucking baby raven wings. I mean, I would also say that eggs might be totally screwed just because of the temperature. I don't know what the what temperature a bird egg can survive in. I don't describe myself as a reptile or an amphibian or anything. I'm just a Canadian that likes normal Canadian temperatures. I mean, when animals stop caring that humans are close by, you know something's wrong. And this is why I have a nihilistic view on the future of the world and why it's getting worse. Because I keep seeing shit like this. Like, I've been in that forest many times and, like, almost 30 degrees. I've never heard the ravens that loud. Like, this is that lake that I walked in is pretty close to where I grew up. So, like, I grew up close to those forests and the ravens and all that shit. Never heard them that loud. Never. Not once. My whole life have I heard them that loud. It's like, whenever you'd hear a raven just screaming, it's probably because, like, some other predator stole their young, basically. Sorry if I'm just a fucking Debbie Downer today, but man. It is hard to be positive currently. I hope that this gets me enough money by the end of it too so that I can use that other massive vehicle. I mean, if it was 15 degrees cooler, I would have done a longer Jupiter Hellstroom. I mean, I've felt it too, but whenever I see something new that I've never seen before, it makes me get like this again, you know? Like, I've never... No, it's too hot in here to think straight. Axon. That's why I'm playing this and not, like, I don't know, more Jupiter Hell or Brogue or something. It's just, it's too hot to think straight. Alright, let's get out. Yeah, I got some metal ammo. I need some coffee. Cold coffee. It's got like 5 ice cubes in it still. I'm not just drinking like blistering hot coffee in this level. Like I'm in this level of heat. I'm crazy, but I'm not a psychopath. Well, generally. I don't want to get cocky, because we're still in the easy levels. Let's go night. This is one of the first big bullet hell levels. Let's see how this goes. I'm also out of half my ammo. That's a kill dozer. It's like the most front heavy armor in the game on one vehicle. There we go. So pick that up. Although this actual mission itself is super easy once you get past that initial rush, so. Whew, almost set off the alarm. Trying to hit the guy from off the screen. See if I can do it. There you are. Dead. Let's go. You don't want to cook anything in this heat? I'm going to probably make pasta salad in the fridge. That's probably what I'm going to do. Cook a pot of pasta and then put it in the salad style thing and put it in the fridge for an hour. Eat that. Boom. Oh god, I'm out of ammo. This is a problem. I've definitely died on this mission a couple of times trying to do closed casket before. This mission has killed me in the past. So we'll see if we can make it through. Hans, thanks for the host. Cheers, man. That helps a ton. Hobo, can you shut up? Hans, please. I don't actually know what you were playing today. I saw you go live this morning, but I didn't get the chance to tune in because I was, doing my thing. I need that ammo. Oh my god, I actually saw the blood fly up higher than the building. That's actually ridiculous. If you guys don't know Ponce, he's more entertaining than he thinks he is. You should watch Ponce. And that awful new D&D game. Oh, Dark Alliance? Yeah. That game had overwhelmingly negative reviews on Steam the first day, so why are you doing that to yourself, if I can ask? Like, I know the heat is awful, but like, come on, you don't need to self-harm. Although I was enjoying your Morrowind stream the other night, once you got the technical difficulties sorted. Morrowind, the last good game Bethesda made. Oh, fair enough, yeah. I know what you mean. It's also just like on Game Pass too, so it's easy to trick people into playing that game. You can just be like, yo, nerds, this is on Game Pass, come play, kind of deal. No crossplay between Steam and Game Pass version. What the fuck? That sucks. I mean, Mech Warrior has crossplay between Epic, Steam, and Game Pass. And I think consoles, too. That's completely unacceptable in the current year. What the fuck? It's like they don't want people to play it. You know, it feels like Wizards of the Coast has just gone full Games Workshop and just said, hey, make video games out of our shit, kind of out of nowhere, and it's very strange. It's very strange. Like, why? This is a tough level because half of these civilians are suicide bombers, and they become suicide bombers when you get into proximity with them. So you'll just be like hanging out, and then suddenly like half of the map turns red around you, and you're like, oh god. Like that guy, right? He's a suicide bomber. He's gonna come blow up. And they actually do a shit ton of damage. I actually had someone unfollow me when I was streaming this game because I said it's fucked up and disgusting, and I'm like, that's why I like it. It's fucked up and disgusting because it's good sci-fi. Look at all these suicide bombers. You know, come. Just gotta be careful. $100 for the license fee? I'm sure it's much more than that. But also, all those games, it's not just $100 for the license fee though, because Wizards of the Coast isn't doing what Games Workshop does. They're actually publishing these games. Like that action RPG, that Magic the Gathering action RPG that they put out, I'm pretty sure they published that, or at the very least, co-developed it. Like this isn't them like just selling the rights to anybody. Like they are co-developing this shit, which is the weird bit. They make card games. Video games are easy, right? You don't even have to make a physical item. You just put it on a store and sell it. People buy it. They like it. I'm glad I didn't finish shooting that because I actually need that. Extra money. You'd forgotten how bad that was. You know that they sold a I think it was $150 version of that game at launch, Ponce? I think it was 150. I'm pretty sure it was 150. Ooh. All right, incoming. The sad part is, like, it should just be cut and dry easy, you know? For them to just make a Magic the Gathering action RPG. Like, you'd think that that would just make perfect sense, right? Yo, it's an action RPG, but everybody's a fucking wizard. Easy. This is one of the reasons why I'm very thankful that I just stream good games and not games that pay money, necessarily. Like, see, I'm very fortunate that I get to, you know, just sit here and play this and not have to worry about playing the new hotness or the newest Stardew Valley clone or, you know, whatever kids are excited about these days. I can just play this. I can just play what I want. It's one of the reasons why I might not be the biggest channel on Twitch, but I think I'm one of the luckiest. So they added a few new patches to this game because it's their 5-year anniversary since the game launched. And alongside of that, they added a bunch of the biggest vehicles in the game as playable. So this vehicle is, or was previously up until like 3 days ago, the biggest vehicle in the game, but it wasn't playable up until that patch. But they just added a bigger one. So I'm trying to finish this mission so that I can get the bigger one. Wait, like, from Heat? Can I ask what part of the world you're in? What the fuck? I know that, there is, I've seen multiple reports of, like, air conditioning going out in restaurants around here because of the heat. Including one that we tried to go to last night, or my parents tried to take me to last night. Like, Pacific Northwest? Canada? Like, where I'm at? Guys, I'm in the greater Vancouver area. You don't need to out what city you're in or anything, but... That's fucked up. That's fucked up. You're by Vancouver? Shit, man. Can I ask where the... Hold on, I'll just Google it. Hundreds of residents without power after transformer blows up early Thursday. Wait, no, this is old. What? I'm not seeing anything recent. Oh, no, that definitely I found it now. I had to scroll down a bit. It's so recent. Yep. Yeah, no, that definitely happened. Well. Sounded like a gunshot? Jesus. I mean, the part of town I'm in, I just hear gunshots, so... Alright, this is my least favorite mission in the game. Wish me luck. I hate this fucking mission with a passion. It feels like the post-apocalypse. You know, it's really funny that in 2020 people were saying they can't wait for 2021 when shit goes back to normal. Alright. Alright, almost out of ammo. Gotta get to the ammo depot up there. Well, I mean, you know, it's never gonna go back to normal, so. As they've been saying for a while, I don't know why, I think this is like the most dystopian thing that I've heard, like, popularized in terminology, which is, welcome to our new normal. Like, literally, that is like spooky levels of fucking dystopia to me. I don't know if anybody else feels that way about that statement, but. Like, it makes me uneasy. almost out of ammo. I really need to just move over here. Oh, shit. Don't you bulldoze me, you killdozer. Slowly trucking through. I really wish my smoke screen was up. Now it is. A bit late. Not much we can do about it. You're not wrong. It's just spooky, is all. Also, to like not say too not to be too spooked out, because you know, Transformers exploding isn't actually that far out of the norm for around here. Weird thunderstorm, Transformer explodes. Someone has a car accident, Transformer explodes. Gets weirdly windy, Transformer explodes. Rains a lot, Transformer explodes. Gets hot, Transformer explodes. Scary, but, you know, not too far out of the realms of normal. For whatever that's worth. I feel like the lighting got better since I last played. Launch. No, I'm talking about the lockdowns and the heat, you know? It's just, I've been... Up until 2020, I never heard anyone utter the lines, social distancing, and I also never heard anyone mutter the line, this is our new normal, about anything. And now it's used for literally fucking everything. Doesn't matter what it is. Global warming, temperatures, gas getting more expensive, construction materials getting more expensive. Doesn't matter what it is, but like I'm hearing it more and more and more and more and more. I mean, why is it bollocks? Stone? It's like, it's not, like... I don't want to be a Debbie Downer here, but the planet's going to keep getting hotter. And even if we shut all of the electricity off right now, and everybody stopped driving vehicles right now, it would still heat up a bit. Right? Even if all of our plans work perfectly, it'll still heat up a bit. Hey, Bob. What's up? It's good to see you. Hope you as well. I hate that mission so much. Actually, you know what? Grab that ammo. It's actually super easy, but if any of those little torpedoes hits me, I'm dead. We're talking about everything horrible and sad and depressing in the world, Bob. It's a very uplifting stream today. I'm also in like Vancouver, Canada. It's abnormally hot here. We're in the middle of a fucking heat wave and it's brutal. Absolutely goddamn brutal. Yes, well, exactly. I love that fucking railgun. I'm just gonna back into the exit slowly. That was easy on that vehicle. I'm getting like weirdly cocky here. Yeah. I wonder, chat, can someone look up the weather in Dubai right now? I'm just kind of curious. I wonder if it's hotter here than in Dubai. That's what I'm wondering. Okay, yeah, it's hotter where I am than in Dubai. That's fucked up. that's fucked up. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. That's all kind of messed up, chat. It's 3 a.m. Okay, yeah, never mind. That is actually fair. Still fucked up. It's probably going to be hotter during the day in Dubai. Yeah, what's the guaranteed high for Dubai? Oh, also to those of you who listen to it, I am scheduled to record a new episode of audio tapes on Tuesday. All right, I'm out of ammo. All right, there we go. Had to drive into a few things. Lost a little bit of shield, but it's fine. 40s seem to be average. All right, well, I guess you can take this as my declaration of I'm never moving to Dubai. Because if I can't handle this, if this is normal. How do people, I wonder how people go outside. Just in general. Like how? Need those, there we go. Alright, all of you are dead. Whew. Need my shield back, please. Thank you. I definitely died on this level on one attempt at this. Although this vehicle might just make this into total fucking easy mode. Not gonna lie. That's that mission. Man, 32C, that sounds lovely. Okay, but Dubai is just like the first city that comes to mind when I'm thinking of like hot places, okay? It's one of the first places that comes to mind. Or densely populated hot places, I guess. Well, we're getting close to the end of this. This is another one of these missions that's kind of a joke in this not this mode, but if you're actually using the vehicle you're supposed to use, you get no ammunition, and you actually have to like stealth in between these guys. because they can kill you in a few seconds if they're next to you. But in this giant fucking thing, it's just like, well, it doesn't really matter. Because I just, you know, drive through them anyway. Things get cold at night in deserts. I mean, yeah, to a degree. Okay, this is the level I died on my last attempt, and I'm almost out of ammo. So, yeah, about that. Alright, so far so good. I am out of ammo. But I do still have my railgun. I just need something to drop ammunition. Anything. Anything drop ammo, please. That's ammo. I need that. Thank you. You also have ammo? Must acquire. Well, they set off the alarms. This is your cat's first summer. Oh no! Does the cat like the heat, or does the cat not like the heat? I feel like cats just hate cold, but also kind of hate heat. They're kind of like Pacific Northwesters. We don't really like cold, but we also kind of don't like the heat. Well, I just blew up all of my ammo dumps. That's not good. But the thing that was next to it that was shooting at me is dead, so I guess that's a win. God, I'm so fucking slow. I want that shield, but it's fading. There we go. Also, we're pure black. Oh no, poor things. Well, my parents' cat is doing okay. I would also like to remind all of you that my dad rode his bike to work, is riding his bike to work on Monday. He claims it'll be fine. It's supposed to be 42 degrees. Also, my dad works in a factory that has no air conditioning, that just generates heat. I asked him how hot it's been in there recently, and he says hot enough that if you walk in there, you immediately start sweating. But there's free Gatorade, so free unlimited all-you-can-drink Gatorade. My dad works in robotics and automations in a mold injection factory. Sweating is what he's doing. Infinity. Boom, bitch. Get to that exit up there. Well, it's been a while that I made it this far. I've died twice on this mission trying to do this thing. And we're still doing all right. I think this might be the run, chat. Yeah, and who needs a shower when you just drench yourself in sweat every day at work? You know what I mean? Give them nice, cool water to sit in. And a fan. And give the kitty pets for me. I don't know if Freskins is doing bingo, but I never want to own a cat again, but I like visiting people who own cats. Kind of how I feel about dogs, too. Just screw the cat hair. You need to back up. But I need that ammo, so. I loved visiting friends back when we were easily allowed to do that in Findy. One day I'll visit friends again. I say that like somebody who hasn't hung out with his friends in the last month, and I definitely hung out with friends in the last month, but it's been like outside. I can't remember the last time I went over to someone else's house though. Like actually. Like even just pre-pandemic, I don't really have friends where I go over to their houses. Like normally it's like, oh, we'd hang out at the mall or go to a pub or a restaurant. I don't really hang out with people where I'd go over to their house. The idea of it sounds lovely, though. I don't even know how long I've been in this mission. I've kind of lost track of time. There we go, power's down. We are almost done. I also died on this level once trying to complete this. Canadian Heatwave should be a level name in this game. So we have 1, 2, 3 missions left. Wish me luck, chat. Gotta start off strong, you know? I won that face-off, I think. Although I fucking love this mission. This mission is so well designed. I'm actually amazed that people like watching this game at all, though. I don't know why. For ages, I thought, no one would ever want to watch me play this shit. Good luck, Sean. Thanks, Norstad. Appreciate you. Ah! It's a suicide bomber on a motorcycle. Suicide Motorcycle is my new band name, by the way. Or maybe that's the first EP on Canadian Heatwave. Nah. Hey, I have a question. How expensive is Duck Game right now? Well, I mean, if Canadian Heatwave is my new band, then, because it would be a decent band name. Ah! which I'm definitely not starting. I don't own enough synthesizers to be a one-man band yet. Although, I almost spent a bunch of money on synthesizers the other day because I took a look at a dangerous website that sells synthesizers and synthesizer accessories, and I was like, you know what? I could actually go to drop like $3,000 on synthesizers, and I had them all in my cart, and then I made the wise decision to just order a bunch of coffee and then go to bed. And I did. And then I woke up this morning going, yeah, that would have been a bad decision if I did that right now. Cool. Where's my exit? In front of me. Let's go. Thinking about it, Hobo. Thinking about it. Also, by the way, how's that EDF 5? Ah! I was itching my nose. That's the only indestructible vehicle in the game. Because it's your getaway ship. Runs pretty, I guess. Wait. So it's prettier? And that's about it? Okay. Sounds about right. And halfway through eating it, the veggies become lukewarm. Oh no. So 4 p.m., that's a pretty early dinner. Oy, oy, oy. Ay, ay, ay. I'm also out of ammo again. They all seem to be around the edge. Oh shit, there's ammo back there. I should back up and grab it. Cool. Okay. Let's go up and around. Let's go grab that, actually, because that's the ammo that I need. There's the other ammo that I need. I think this is actually the last mission. You have an EDF emote? Perfect. I don't think I'll ever stream EDF, I'll be honest. .1? Yeah. I mean, 4.1 runs like an old lady rolling on sandpaper, so flawlessly is what I'm trying to say. That was nerve-wracking for a second. Because I ran out of ammo. All right. Well, you're in the right place if you're here for the pew-pew. Also, hey, GMR. Can I just call you GMR? It's so much easier than saying Grown Man Record Night. Also, if you guys want to just see random records on streams and talk about records and listen to guys talk about records, you should follow Grown Man Record Night. I know there's at least 2 of you in chat who are into that. All right, I'm going to go bump into that. Crunch. Please don't explode. It's not the pipe that explodes, okay. That is a pipe that explodes. That's a wall I can't drive through. Ow! That fucking hurt. One laser took out like a third of my shields. Pop. How was the hike? Hot. Very, very hot. But but pleasant actually. It was really nice because we were kind of like you know, the frog in hot water or frog in a boiling pot kind of thing. Because like when we started, it was like 24 degrees Celsius, and by the time we were done, we were in like 40 almost degrees Celsius. So we were in like high 90s by the end of it. But we started in like mid 70s, so it was like kind of a build-up. So it was pretty gradual. So it was actually okay. If we started at maximum temperature, it would have been unbearable. Please don't run out of ammo. Please don't run out of ammo. Please don't run out of ammo. All right. Okay. And all of the beaches were overpacked, and some of the people were really nice on the eyes. So, you know. Never going to complain about that. They tried to kick us out, though, which was kind of funny, because the beach was max capacity, and they were like, so we've been walking for, like, I don't know, 4 hours, like 15 kilometers or so, and we get to the area where the beaches are, and they're like, yeah, you got to turn around. We're not letting any foot traffic or car traffic through because the beaches are at capacity. And my dad's like, we're not stopping. We're literally walking back to our car. And they were like, well, we can't let you pass through here. And my dad's like, listen, you want to drive us? And we're like, fine, but don't stop. And you bet your ass we stopped. And we definitely would. It was lovely. How far into the challenge? I think this is the last mission. I think. There's it's either this or one more after this. And I should have enough money in game after this to unlock the one vehicle that's bigger than this one. Mother's something. Ah? Meow. No, one more. One more mission. One more. I'm always in love. Which isn't much of a mission. I mean, it is, but... Also, Grown Man Record Night. The physical vinyl soundtrack for this game sells on Discogs at like 300 minimum. Because they've never repressed it. God damn it, Makeup and Vanity Set. Trying, pilot guy. I mean, we've been in this for what, 2 hours at least? 2.5 hours? They're gonna come from all sides. I feel like I'm driving up to the White House. Well, if you like the music, the group that does the soundtrack is called Makeup and Vanity Set. And they have tons of stuff constantly for sale, and they often repress their stuff. But they've never repressed this soundtrack. Volume 1 nor Volume 2. Although Volume 2 is very cheap compared to Volume 1. Volume 1's the expensive one. Although one of my favorite quotes about this game calls it a playable synthwave album. Oh yeah, I'm almost out of ammo. Got him. Whew. I'm out of ammo. I'm out of ammo. I'm out of ammo. Out of ammo. There we go. Got ammo again. Gotta make you go bye-bye. No, Volume 2 is not as good. Well, Volume 2 is just less popular. That's all it really is. Because Volume 2 is the Armor Up Edition soundtrack, so Volume 1 is, I think, a double vinyl, and I want to say Volume 2 is a single, so it's just one disc instead of 2 discs. So there's less music, and it's more chill. All the real poppin' tunes are from the original soundtrack. So it's just the more popular songs are on the other one. Let's just make some space. There we go. That's our exit. I am the true psycho gamer. I just beat every single map and every single mission in the game consecutively. On a vehicle that's fucking easy mode. But it still took us like 2 hours. And ironically, I don't actually have enough money to buy that new vehicle. More. Woo. All right. Well. Because new vehicle is that puppy. That puppy. All right, well, let's cheese some shit. Give me a second here. Where is it? Is it donkey? Yeah, donkey. Donkey times 2. Oi! Thanks for the $10. Cheers, Hobo. I think it's knife chase. Nah! Ah! I am in a fucking tuk-tuk with 12 HP. Motherfucker! Nah! Please don't shoot me! If I beat this once, that might be enough money, actually. There we go, $75,000. Sorry, that character, this guy, is like an endgame character that's designed for cheesing the game to make basically unlimited money so you can unlock everything. There we go.